I will say a wall hates to see them coming. A wall hates to see them coming. Because you're getting rammed up. I guess they can't. That's a hockey thing, I guess.
Up against the boards.
Nice hat.
Hey, a hat.
Hats off! Get the hats! Get the hats!
Hats. You'll need hats.
We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Well-Hatted Cinema Club. I'm Eric, joined as always by my incredibly handsome co-host. Give it up for Micah and Brian. Look at you guys, man. Classy,
yes, sir.
Classy. We're back on our regularly scheduled programming, guys. We got a movie of the week to bring on. And we got some movie news, all that good stuff. So we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to jump right in, go around the horn, talk about what we've been watching. We got something exciting to bring up as well, a new show we've been watching as well. So, Mike, I'll kick it over to you, my guy. What have you been watching?
I watched We Bury the Dead, which I know Brian's also watched, but this, I guess, Australian production, kind of like its own take on a zombie movie. Mm-hmm. I thought it was cool. I saw like a lot of the criticisms that it's slow. They clearly didn't have the budget to be any faster, I don't think. But I thought for what they got, I thought it looked really cool. I thought at one point I had to get up and stand in the hallway of the movie theater just because I was so uncomfortable. Brian, you know what I'm talking about. And I was like, oh, we are so close. Like, camera close to their faces is the most tense, like...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you could kind of like... As things were happening, I was like, oh, I bet that's going down. And then it would happen, and it was like a little bit scarier than I thought. And there was one jump scare in particular that got me real bad. But when you see her husband as like a zombie, but it was pretty good. It was good. Yeah, cool. I liked it. It's very similar to we were talking
Daisy Ridley.
Yeah. Mike is saying
she's great as always. Yeah, she's good in this.
Yeah, she was solid. I mean, I don't know why she had to be American.
On her. I don't know, and you could tell sometimes, every now and again, when she would yell something, you'd be like, oh, be careful. Sound a little bit British.
I was happy to see that dude, Brendan Thwaites. Remember he was all the rage like a decade ago?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was Australian. I learned something new today.
He might not. I mean,
yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, man, I really think it's funny because obviously I don't know when this was written, but it was finished in 2024.
Someone was plagiarizing someone else.
I just don't know if it was plagiarism or more just like unfortunate time.
They met at the same bar and like they didn't know who each other were. Like Danny Boyle chatting up with this guy, and they were like, "Wouldn't it be so crazy if zombies could get pregnant?" And also you were grieving, and also it goes down on an island.
I just think that like there were parts of this movie that worked really well that I loved, and then I think as it got towards the end, it kind of devolved, right? Like when we started seeing the sprinting ones, and like you know what I mean. And I also think they focused too much on the wrong aspect of the dead, where like the mystery at the beginning was like really unsettling, right? You know what I mean? And also the teeth grinding thing they were doing really just rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, that was so awful. You didn't like? Oh, that's something you didn't like?
No. Like it was effective. But like it made my skin crawl.
Yeah.
This movie gave me the heebie-jeebies at one point, but like by the end, I was kind of like, all right, you know what I mean. By the third act, it was kind of like it kind of devolved for me.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's still good.
No, I don't disagree. I was gonna compare it to 28 Years again. I think this movie, the way the zombies are, and how they've still got their clothes on and stuff, and there aren't like random groups roaming the earth, felt more like the 28 days, 28 weeks than to me 28 years did. Clearly they're doing their own 28 years thing. It's going to be its own trilogy. Yep. But this felt less out of left field. Like there's no Jimmy Savile gangs running around where there's 15 Jimmys or anything.
Yeah. Well, I think that
backflips.
with the 28 years thing is like it's obviously half of a movie. Like it's all, you know what I mean? We don't even know what the second part of this is going to be. But I just feel like, Micah, kind of what you said, this movie had a cool concept where like it was a new take on zombies where like not everyone gets up and their behaviors, they're not necessarily hostile at the beginning, and then they kind of moved away from that towards the end of the movie where like most of them except for one or two were just sprinting. Where like earlier in the movie, it was like really unsettling because you're kind of like, what's he gonna do? Like, you know what I mean?
I do think the mystery was really effective because it's not like a zombie movie. Like these aren't necessary.
Yeah.
You know, they're not like a classic zombie, and so the protagonist has like no reason to be afraid of them at all. And so it just scene after scene of you being like, oh, she doesn't know that these are zombies yet.
Yeah.
Like he has no
Well,
idea.
Yeah, they're not like trying to spread a disease. You know what I mean? Like
No,
biting with
no.
that purpose. Like that scene in the garage, though.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah.
Was solid. I liked it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah.
What did you watch, Brian? Or did you have
Well,
anything else, Micah?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
to
Mike.
report?
No, that's it. Besides our special show of the week.
Just to keep it concise, I'll just go with the other one I saw in theaters yesterday, and that was Primate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Talk about it.
I mean, it's kind of funny because this movie is kind of stupid, but like I think it knows it's stupid, but also at the same time, like I think we're all deeply afraid of being ripped apart by a chimp.
Yeah.
So there was generally moments where I felt like, you know, my hands were sweating a little bit because it's a
I had to hold on to Mike for safety.
I do kind of laugh because, you know, like sometimes in movies, like one or two characters just don't have survival instincts to keep the plot moving.
Yeah.
They're like, don't worry about it, bro. Nobody does in this movie, and that's okay. Literally everyone does, but I think that was the point because, like, it takes them so long where they're still trying to be like, Ben, like, it's okay. I'm like, bro, like, what are we doing?
Ben's gone.
Yeah.
Ben's gone.
Yeah, I think it's kind of, I don't love that they did the rabies thing. I don't know why they needed that. I feel like you could have
There's They're in Hawaii, right?
Yeah, they never address that too. He gets bit by a mongoose, and the vet's like, that's impossible," and then you just never
There's
find
no
out why.
rabies in Hawaii.
Yeah. They're very. Yeah.
No, there were some really good scenes. Just like Mike and I were laughing though because the reason they have the monkey is the mom who's dead was some like linguist scientist, and the dad, she's dead now, but the dad is the dude from Coda, you know, the deaf actor.
Okay.
So I'm just thinking in my head like, okay, like the sign language, the monkey, no, but he has like an iPad that like says words, and I'm like, the dad can't hear that. Like,
Was he doing both? I know it's a guy in the suit, which I really like.
I don't think the monkey ever really did sign language to my
Can he
knowledge.
understand? He understands sign language though.
I think kind
Or
of.
he's just an iPad kid.
If Ben is outcast, then I am outcast. Okay.
Yeah.
We ride with Ben.
And I am outcast.
We ride with Ben. Around
Yeah.
here.
There were some really funny ass moments, and like people were kind of chatty in the theater, but I was okay with it for this environment. One dumbass, like they did a scene kind of like Hush, where whenever the dad was like, you know what I mean, like the main
that's
person,
fun.
they'd like
Yeah.
make it deaf, and 90% of the theater picked up on the suspense you're supposed to do, and then one dude, a full 20 seconds later, goes, "Oh fuck, he can't hear it."
Hey man, you're watching a movie
guys-
called Primate in January. I don't know.
Listen. I
They're
feel
not
like
sending their best.
if you don't like slasher horror movies, then you're not gonna like this. But like, I don't know if I can say it was really good, but like it did exactly what it was supposed to do.
How advanced does Ben get? Does he use tools? I know at one point he gets the keys. I like that in the trailer.
Yeah,
I hate
not
that.
not that advanced. Like he opens a door. The key thing was his real like biggest
That
gambit,
was
but
high IQ.
And the iPad. I was dying in the trailer when he's just like, "What is the main girl?" He's like,
Lucy,
bad,
bad.
bad.
Damn.
Mike said something
That's
that made me
tough.
die because I won't spoil it, but there's a point where there's a fake out with the iPad where like they think it's the monkey and they turn in it's someone else and it was a cop and Mike goes, "Holy fuck, he's a cop!" or something. It was a fun time. Definitely a movie to watch with friends, but if you don't like gore, like that kind of shit, you're probably not gonna like it. Other than that, Mike and I watched that DreamWorks movie, The Bad Guys. It was okay.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
It's not for me.
It's not for you.
It's not for me. But yeah, that's all I got. Eric, what'd you get, buddy?
I got really nothing to report in the movie category we recorded late last week. The only other show other than our show of the week, which I'll introduce here in a second, is that show. Micah, you've talked to me. I think you were the one that actually put me onto it. Adults on
Oh
on
yeah.
Hulu. Yeah, I just started that. Nice, cringy, fun show. I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah.
And I heard they got a season 2, so excited for that.
They did.
Is that on
God.
HBO?
It's on Hulu.
Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
So it's nothing like what we saw today.
No. In the gaping hole that Stranger Things has left in our life,
Phrasing, bro.
we decided we need to find something else that we could we could clip, and we could talk about. So we had to go, and due to popular demand, shout out Lexi, we decided to get on the next big thing, which is Heated Rivalry. Heated Rivalry.
Let's let the record show. This is an ally podcast, all right?
That's right. That's right.
We are Charlie Kirk. I'm sorry, I don't know.
These are three
Not
straight
like that,
men
but...
talking about episode 1 of Heated Rivalry.
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
Ryan, what was your favorite part?
Okay. So I was talking to Carly's friend Rachel, who's a big fan of the show. And she's like she's like insisting like you know what I mean, like how good it gets, da 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 da. And I want to first say that the story, like the hockey stuff, the dynamic, I think it's intriguing, right? Like, and I also understand that, like, for, you know, gay men in America, blah, blah, like, this is something that a lot of people can relate to. You know, it's a story that needs to be told. And I am okay with any type of sex on camera. However, I have to draw a line where, like, the point of any sex scene is supposed to either develop the characters or the plot forward. So you could show it to show some type of connection. There was a lot. This was very thorough. We saw step by step, multiple like blowjobs to completion, and quick. I feel like you remember when Game of Thrones in the early seasons, how people were like, that sex scene didn't mean anything. You just did it to show you want to be like, you know, you want to make like softcore porn. That you could have trimmed 3 minutes off of every sex scene, and it would have been effective. But I'm like, yo, like I don't need to see you both do the whole process. Like this is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to bring up Game of Thrones because I was going to say, Brian, I watched that with you. I was like, I mean, I guess, you know, a little tit for tat or cheek for cheek. I don't know.
Yeah.
A tete-a-tete. I don't know. You know, everyone gets one.
I just feel like...
in this case, too.
I'm actually... If we watch more episodes and, like, the ratio of, like, sex scene to, like, other... You know what I mean? Like, other stuff goes down a bit. I could see this actually working. I feel like when you say something like being like, oh, that show is like weird with all the sex, it comes off like you're being like, well, you see straight couples have sex all the time. That is not what this is. It was like a full 15 minutes. That's crazy.
That's what, I mean, clearly it's popping off. That's what the people wanted.
I'll have to see the rest. I'm mildly intrigued.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing, Brian. It's 4D chess. I'm upset. I need to watch more. This isn't about this.
It has a 9.1 on IMDb, so either everyone's just horny devils or it must get good. Yeah, I have to believe it might.
I am curious how this is going to go because I was surprised. I know the first episode is titled, like, Rookies. Mm-hmm. It just flies through.
The time jumps. Did that add up?
Year and a half.
Yeah, year and a half.
I was shocked that I'm surprised they didn't, like, space it out a little bit more, but maybe they have. Obviously, we need to see the whole show, even though...
At this
are they going to go like year by year?
I don't know. Yeah,
at this pace, they have confirmed there's a season 2 that's looking to film as early as this summer. Is what I'm seeing.
That's them in retirement, I assume, at this pace.
I'm assuming that because of how, you know, popular and like the ratings with the show is that this first episode put the biggest sex scene just to, like, you know, because that's going to be kind of their shtick, and also was just being like, you know what I mean, like getting the setup, and then they're like, okay. Pieces are, you know what I mean? We're in our starting positions.
Yep.
Yeah. Listen, you want to draw people in. I mean,
was it good?
Or hate it.
No.
I did expect the rivalry to go on. Maybe it'll come more in, I guess, from this first episode, because, you know, they had their initial conversation where he's smoking, and they kind of, you know, he's like, yeah, I'm better at hockey than you. It's me, a Russian guy. And I was like, okay, like, be some... And then, like, nope, they have their little bike race. Immediate, he's just like fucking undressing him with his eyes. Yeah. He's like, all right, to the showers we go.
Yeah. No, it was.
That was just. I don't care. I don't care what your sexual preference. That was inappropriate behavior in the shadow. He's like, dude, stop.
Yeah.
It was more like a stop, but yeah, it was definitely saying stop.
Look, I'm willing to give this the benefit of the doubt because, like, you know, I haven't seen any other episodes, but if the trend stays like the first one, this is book talk all over again that I've been getting on, where it's like...
I think it's based on one of those books, though.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with enjoying some erotica, you know what I mean, in those books. But, like, I'm like, let's call a spade a spade. There's porn. The airport shelves are stocking these in, like, you know what I mean? It's fucking porn. And that's okay, but let's just call it what it is.
No.
Hey, man.
What'd you guys think of the dialogue in the show? Because there was one line that made me like cry laughing.
What was the line? I honestly, it didn't bother me too much.
No, it wasn't like offensive or anything. It was the mom talking. It was the mom of Hollander talking to him when they were getting like lunch. He shows up late. It was right after like that YouTube video of Ilya. His name is Ilya.
Is it Isla?
Isla. I forget his last name.
I got distracted. I don't remember.
But and she's like talking about how he said he was going to score 40 goals in his rookie year. Now he's saying he score 50. He's like, God, he's such a douche. Like he can get fucked up his butt.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. And then like Hollander gives a little smile. I'm like, oh, what are we doing? Like,
Yeah, a lot of those kind of terms.
terms.
Like, yeah, this guy's a real asshole. Am I right? What a dick. And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah, right. There was some of that, but like, I'm intrigued enough with the concept of like, you know what I mean, like two hockey players, right? You know what I mean? The dynamics that go there. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be like binge watching it, but I suppose I can see what's up. But if we're doing this 50-50 sex to dialogue thing, I might have to tap out just because it's not a good show then.
Brian, I gotta tell you, this is how these books go. I mean, from shout out Millie, the book she recommended me, the Dragon one. This is how it goes. It's like concept,
Just sect.
and then they're like, well, what we're really here for. Let's get down to it. And like, I think that's how these books go.
Yeah, I'm just a little annoyed with it. Then
Because
if
we
people
got
were
the rivalry through like interviews and like news clips, and are they at the hockey version of the Pro Bowl at one point?
At one point,
doing the shootout thing.
And these two are the greatest hockey players of all
I know.
time.
It's crazy.
Also, like they're
31 goals
setting
in
records and
February?
like those skill.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, they are on insane clips.
Yep.
Like
This is like what Steph Curry and LeBron, or who did Steph Curry and I don't know, who would he be? I don't know.
I hope there's some good hockey, man. I mean, there's not a lot of shows about except for that like Canadian one.
Not a lot of hockey. I think the most skating we see is during that photo shoot, in which they're not playing hockey.
Yeah.
yeah.
Micah, but like you said about the book thing, where I'm like, if people were saying like this show is an erotic series about the beauty of like two men having sex, I'd be like, great. I mean, if that's the content you're trying to push, that's fine. But like the ratings of this show, I refuse. You can't rate that, and it's just because of the sex. You can't give a show a 9 out of 10 because you're like, it was so hot. I won't allow it.
I mean, how good's the plot of Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Hey, don't break. Hey.
I mean, if it was rated
That's
R,
a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece.
Oh, hey! I'm just saying. All things being equal.
It's fair. That's
Like,
fair.
I feel like-
I'd say that's.
need
I
to
guess
see
that
the
is
rest of the
significantly
show.
less sexy than, or sexual than this movie
Yeah.
or show. But
well, listen, some people might have requested this because they were trying to, get us to, be haters, say something maybe homophobic. No. The show is just a little bit of a mixed bag. That's
how did it go over with Mike when you asked him if he wanted to watch?
he didn't really bite at that. I kind of saw Lost Cause at that.
Yeah, I don't think David wants to watch that show with me. To be completely honest.
I will say, what would you
ahead.
say, Eric?
No, I was gonna say like I watched it. I think we all texted today when we were watching it.
Yeah.
And just like, is this a show I want to watch with the fellas? I'd come over and watch it with you, Micah.
Dude,
But,
I was
we'll see
gonna
how it
watch on the
goes.
I was gonna watch it on the treadmill at the gym, and then I was like, wait.
In public?
It
you
immediately
can't do it in
clicked. I
public.
immediately clicked.
It's like watching it on a plane. Like you can't do that.
Could be like, I don't know, gym motivation. These are probably I don't know, are hockey players built? I just know that they don't have all their teeth. Which, is that a cinema sin? Too many teeth?
No, they're just pretty, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess.
But yeah,
But
I was definitely.
I
an
will say
interesting
a
watch.
wall hates to see them coming. A
yeah.
wall hates to see them coming. Because you're getting rammed up. I guess they can't. That's a hockey thing, I guess. A
yeah,
check.
up against the boards. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Look out.
I'm sorry. I want to see more hockey, but we'll
I
we'll
would
keep
feel-
it
I don't think we're getting more hockey.
getting. I don't think we're getting any
I don't
more
think
hockey.
Maybe.
Rachel goes, it's a love story, and I'm like, I'm okay with that too.
Show us love then.
I was sitting there watching
you're
the
seeing
the
love
sex scene.
naked.
I'm like looking at my I'm
Making
looking at
it.
my watch like, yo, fellas, wrap it up.
Yeah.
The first time, I looked, I checked, I like paused it and checked the timestamp. 19 minutes in on the dot, clothes are coming off.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you know, you don't have to wait long, and that's after the shower.
I thought it was pretty cheeky, that first scene where what's his name? Shane's putting on like a suit for like a sneaky link up, and the other one, Ilya's in the elevator and he runs into like Shane's mom. I thought that was pretty funny. I was like, I like the way this is going. Like, and then I was like, oh, is this gonna be the big sex scene? And then boom, they do it, like they one up it like 12 minutes later. Like, it's just bang bang.
I mean, what are the odds the two, like, they're both the stars? Like, would have been really much easier if it was one of the stars and, like, some role player. Take the whole conflict.
No, would have been a heated rivalry.
Or if they were on the same team or something, or even the same conference. What are they playing every 3 months or something?
They basically like, what if Peyton Manning and Tom Brady were in love?
See you at the Super Bowl.
Boston blew it with the first pick. They could have had the Rookie of the Year, and they botched it.
Typical Boston.
Classic.
Did you follow the Bruins way back then? Like, this is like 2008 or something?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember the team that won the 2011 Cup, but, like, I couldn't tell you the draft picks in, like, I don't know. I don't know how accurate it is. Like, I watch Ace Ventura
like really
and Miami was in the Super Bowl.
Stuff.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
It's
Really
not the same
specific with
teams.
dates.
Like they changed the team names, but it's the same colors, which is interesting.
Oh, that's right. That's why they don't say the Bruins. They
say Boston, and they
just call
they
it
just say
Boston,
cities.
Montreal.
and they reference it
Montreal.
being one of the original six, which is true. Mm-hmm.
they called like the Montreal like Metros, which is just not right. But at one point, so he's like, I'm proud to represent the Metros. I'm like,
close enough.
Yeah. But yeah,
The NHL didn't want to be associated.
What I watched this on did not have the Russian subtitles, so I missed like all of that. I was able to garner some of it, like when Isla's girlfriend shows up. I was like, okay, I'm piecing it together.
Yeah,
but
didn't even
when he had that
realize.
first phone call, I was like, fuck.
it's like
I used, so I had the same problem. I was like, God damn it! I was like, hang on.
Did you figure out what they were saying?
No.
Oh yeah, I ended up like turning on the subtitles eventually.
Okay,
yeah.
They're basically like, it's like what Ilya's like older brother is like
Okay.
funneling cash out of him, like just taking cash from him, which was a bold point. At one point, he's just like, "Yo, send me like $20,000," and Ilya's just like, "I'm not doing that right now. It's midnight." And he's like, "Shut the fuck up, send me the money." I'm like, "That's bold for like." Like,
you can beat your ass.
really famous, like, younger brother to tell him to shut the fuck up and send you money. Like, that's crazy.
Is that why he seemed like he really didn't want to go home?
Yeah. And then
At the
also
end
something's
there?
going on with his dad. Like, his dad might be
He's
sick
like, you got to
or
beat the
something.
check. Who's the guy who was yelling about beating the checks? Sorry, I got to.
That's his older brother.
That was his older brother, yeah.
I think.
Like a regional thing?
So he's got, like, a family thing going on. Yeah.
Dad's sick, you said? Or is he...
He said his dad said something to him about, like, make sure you bring home the bread today. And,
so like
he's
when he
obviously
lost
in America.
Rookie of the Year, okay, you
Yeah.
gotta go face the music. It's like a Rocky dynamic.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So
I mean, look, listen to the way we're talking about it. Like, there's intrigue here. Like, I would like to see what happens with this. I was just a little alarmed where I'm like, it's been like 20. How long have we been in this room? Also, just a quick thing about, because you mentioned subtitles. I forgot to mention this. I forgot to. I watched Godzilla -1, and I cannot believe Netflix, when you click that, it defaults to the English dub when you click play. And like, I know the movie should be watched in Japanese, but that means there's a lot of people who watched it in fucking.
Tough.
it's Godzilla.
I think you
Watch
can
out.
you can have the option, but I feel like to default is crazy. Anyway, that was just the one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all about just put the subtitles on screen if you want me to know.
Yep.
Put it on the video, I guess. All right.
Exactly.
What's next? Our
Into our
movie of the week.
Yeah, Micah.
Speaking of subtitles, a lot of reading. Reading going on. We did Bygone's Resurrection, Chinese movie about the rebirth of movies. Some real sicko cinephile type shit. Set in a world where we figured out you can live forever if you stop dreaming, but creatives dream in secret, and this lady goes around entering their dreams, pulling them out, and killing them. But before they die, you get to see this one guy's. I think his name's like what do they call him? The Dreamer, or what do they call the Dreamers?
They call them, yeah,
the Degenerates or something.
It's like
Deliriant.
Deliriant. Yes. So
yeah.
this Deliriant gets to live 100 years or so in his mind, and then it kind of becomes this anthology movie, going through different kind of like classic film tropes, where the lesson is like, hey, this thing you like or are good at, or this piece of art, or this person you love is like worth kind of dying for. A lot of dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the premise of the movie, and I think, yeah. What do you guys think?
Eric, you want to go first?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, listen, I've read some stuff. I really liked what I was seeing, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I was fully following everything that was happening, you know what I mean, on that. It's going to take multiple viewings.
Yeah.
But the thing is that it was so crazy because, like, I didn't even really care that I was, like, kind of, like, only about 45% sure of what was happening, because I liked everything that was being put in front of me. And I would even say that every sequence was better than the last.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yep.
Cultivating in that final thing, which I had heard something before I saw it where people were talking about the last hour of Resurrection being like one of the greatest like film moments of like, you know, the I think even somebody even said the century. And I was like, oh, that seems a bit hyperbolic. Nope. That was fucking insane. How are people not talking about this?
No one
That
saw
was-
it.
Yeah.
Okay, but like even like the snooty people, like no awards, nothing, like an honorable mention in the cinematography category.
Too
Like,
highbrow for awards people, it feels like.
I think they shut out all the Chinese stuff. I do think it got some things from Cannes, if I'm not mistaken, but did not translate over here.
somebody said they gave Parasite Best Picture in 2019, and they're like, all right, that's enough.
You.
Look, you happy now? We gave Asian film an award. Okay, now we can all move
We're
on.
never going back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can jump off that point because you two had seen it before I had, and I obviously knew you guys really liked it. The only showing was at like 9:55 p.m. for me, and it's like almost a 3-hour long movie. So I get
Shout out
there.
you, Eric.
I'm tired, but I'm like, I love the pod. Gotta do it for you guys, do it for the viewers. The only thing I knew about the movie was you both were like, I love this, and I hadn't seen a trailer or anything. Micah had just said like it's an ode to film, which I think that's a great way of describing it, having seen it now. But that prologue, 20 minutes in, no dialogue, no like score, anything. I was getting pretty pissed off. I was like, am I going to be reading this whole goddamn movie?
I thought it was going to be a silent film for a full
Yeah.
2.5 hours. I'm like, Micah, you fucking son of a bitch.
I wouldn't do that.
and then-
I wouldn't do that.
But and then also people are like, it's a 9:55 showing. That's just the only showing of the day, and there are people next to me on their phones. I'm like, what? It's a couple. I'm like, how do you even end up in this movie if you're not a sicko for movies?
I brought my
Like,
kids.
for
I
film.
don't really care.
Yeah.
Nine-
I was like, what on earth is y'all's deal? So I like asked him like, yo, like, come on now. But between that, the silent film part, I was like, holy shit. And then we got into the first of the movies, and I think like Brian, you kind of said it best in a way, but like in terms of trying to comprehend what you're looking at. But this is not a movie to like fully like I guess understand in a way. It's something kind of to behold.
They
Like,
really started off like with the most like esoteric, like thematic, like not literal, like it's like also it's told this first chunk is told out of order on purpose because they're doing like a mini detective noir type thing about a guy who has music inside him so powerful you actually need to stab yourself in the ears and go deaf before you can handle hearing it. And so you start the movie with a train that's on fire, and then you go backwards and figure out how you got there. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. It looks really cool. Not sure what's happening. And at the end, like, when you do get to the music and stuff, and, like, he has to cut the music out of him, and it, like, burns him up from the power of the music. And I was like, oh, okay. And
I
then
wanted
they're like,
to walk out right then of that movie. I was this close to walking out of the movie because I was like, I don't know what I'm looking at. my mind was still trying to comprehend it and I was tired. It was at that point like 11 p.m. I looked at my watch. I was like, holy, I was so mad. I was so pissed off. I was like, this shit, I'm looking at like a little person like as not a train conductor, like buying tickets. I was like, what am I? A guy's getting tortured. I was like, I'm getting mad, and I don't understand, and I think it's because I'm frustrated because I don't know what I'm looking at, but it looks so good.
Dude, at the end of the movie, right, like, I was pretty okay with just kind of being like, it's okay that I don't really understand everything, and at the end with, like, when vampires got involved, I was too embarrassed to say, like, were there always vampires in every sequence? Like, I don't want to. I was like, no, I'm not going to keep that. I'm going to keep that to myself. Like, there probably weren't. They weren't. But I was like, oh, was that that was the thing? I just like let myself go along for the ride. You know what I mean? Like,
that's the way to do it. Because if you're trying to find an overarching like metaphor through the prologue, 4 stories, and epilogue. Other than like the ode to filming, what Michael was talking about earlier, there really isn't one because they're all a little different. It's like that's the wrong way of digesting the movie. And once I accepted that, I started to enjoy each story more and more. I really enjoyed the third one.
Oh yeah,
with the story point of view,
the man and the girl.
Yeah. And I'm assuming we're gonna kind of talk about each one because we just talked about the first one.
We're gonna spoil it.
The story in the third one. And then I loved the fourth one, cinematography-wise, was like the most insane thing I've ever seen.
It's the kind of movie, too, like, you go for the ride for the first time. You obviously, like, kind of read, like, an analysis or a breakdown, so you have, like, some cliff notes in your head, and then you can go back and watch it and start to be, like, you know what I mean, start picking up more about, like, what the meaning, the metaphor, the connection. Because, like, I would challenge the person who saw that movie just once and was like, no, I got it all figured out. I understood it.
Yeah.
I got, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Front to back.
Yeah. What about the second part with the man in the temple? That was pretty interesting.
I like that.
Yeah.
Felt like I was in High Hrothgar.
Or what's that video game where it is like, I don't know, but I thought that was interesting. This guy, like, it's about like bitterness, I guess, the most bitter thing ever.
Yeah, the embodiment of bitterness.
Yeah, the
comes alive.
The Buddhist minor god of bitterness. I don't know I forgot how they exactly worded it. Don't want to step on any religions here, but
we don't do that.
He's got like this rotten tooth that the spirit's in, so he can reach full enlightenment. So when he like prays to get rid of his fucked up tooth, he has to go lick this cracked Buddha statue and like break the tooth off on it, and then the guy pops up and they have this like nice talk, and then when they showed whatever those were, I guess they ended up being like sprouting potatoes there at the end.
Yeah.
Like initially I was like, what the hell is he looking at? But
I was
pretty sad stuff.
Yeah. And so the embodiment, like the spirit of bitterness, takes the form we learn of the monk's father, the ex-monk, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
He was a former monk of his father who passed away, and he tells the story of how he passed away because he got rabies from a dog, and then he pity killed him with sprouting potatoes.
Yeah.
And then they show a dog at the end. Again, another point where I was like,
I think that's just maybe his spirit leaving. I think the dog was around also. Yeah.
yeah.
What did you think about
everything you guys are saying, I could like visually like clock it, but like I just like I'm like I need another rewatch because like I just like kind of like let myself go with the flow and gave up on trying to piece things together. And I don't know what analysis you read, but I'm like trying to be like, oh yeah.
I don't know. I didn't read any. I'm just reading. I'm remembering off.
I feel
this is like beat for beat what happens.
No. I remember that part. I think the big thing with it all was just like I feel like for me I just like I tried to like be like okay this and that, and I think my problem is that I kept trying to like draw it back to the Deliriant and this and that and like making that line, and by doing so I was like not letting myself just like go along with the story at hand. Yeah. Does that make sense?
No, so that's exactly where I was.
So like, so you know what I mean? Like, so these are contained stories that are kind of lightly connected. You know what I mean? But meanwhile, I'm kind of being like, so how does this guy connect to that like detective? and you're doing that, and all the while you're missing what's actually happening.
It's hard to see because they're all shot differently and there's different prosthetics and stuff. It is the same guy.
Really?
Damn it!
I couldn't tell that.
It's really hard because he looks not at all the same in any of the iterations.
And he plays different ages. And
yeah. Well, also, like, when you first see him, he doesn't look like himself. You see, like, the actor maybe, like, a little bit when they take all the... He looks like Quasimodo zombified at first. And they take that off, and you're like, oh, it's a guy. And then right into the stories we see.
Is the Delirian in the first one the detective or the boy? Like, the guy getting, like, tortured in
he's...
jail.
I think he dies in every one, so he's got to be the boy that gets cut open. I think. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Maybe.
Same way that he's the monk in the second one.
And then he's the guy, the dude
and he eats potatoes.
He's the adult man. Yeah.
He's a dude at the end who risks it all for the lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lady Van.
And so he's playing different ages in all of them. Okay. See,
But he's definitely young because when we see just him, like when they take all the makeup off him, like in the beginning, he is pretty young as a guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That adds a little bit more to me.
Yeah.
Because I could not tell you. If you had asked me, I would have said they were different actors for each one.
Did you guys ever see the Wachowski movie with like where
Cloud
Halle
Atlas?
Berry, Cloud Atlas? They did that exact same where it's like Hugo Weaving, Halle Berry, and Tom Hanks are kind of everybody.
Different.
But it's hard. Like, it's easier to tell because you're like, I know what Tom Hanks looks like.
Yeah.
You can't really hide that Peyton Manning dome too well.
Yeah.
It's like in the Polar. It's like in the Polar Express where they're like, "Did you know Tom Hanks?" Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
I've been hearing Tom Hanks all day.
apparently he
Hearing
played the little
voices.
boy too. Anyway, don't want to sidetrack. Don't want to sidetrack.
So,
Sorry.
No.
Tom Hanks and Sigourney Weaver going bar for bar.
I think on a rewatch, the first story, I'd probably be able to understand it more and like have a better time with it so I can go around. The second one is just it's slower paced. It's just a conversation. It's a little more boring. The third one was when I really got into it a little bit more because it was maybe a easier to digest story. Like they kind of give you conflict and like a goal.
Yeah. I think is it a boy or I thought it was a girl.
I think it's a girl.
Is it a girl?
I think it's
Okay.
a girl. Yeah.
It's a little girl.
Yeah. I'm convinced with another rewatch, a lot of the threads are going to connect for me. Not all of them, but like much more.
Yeah.
But you should have seen me like actually going like this in the theater during that last sequence. I could like on a technical level, I think it might be the greatest sequence maybe I've ever seen. I do not know how they did it. I'd love to be like to see how they did. I don't, but you know what I mean? Like I was blown away. Whether it was actually one take or not, crazy. Insane.
I never.
Yeah. Are you talking about the vampire segment?
Yeah, just like that whole thing where like there was a point where I was like, "Oh, is this one shot?" And I'm like, "Well, surely it's gonna end in a second." And then it's just this one sweeping sequence through the whole thing, and like I don't know how they did it, but it was awesome.
Yeah.
It is like and they're all so different and they're all technically impressive in their own ways. Yeah,
sure.
I have no idea how they pulled this off.
It's a triumph cinematography wise. Like it's actually a crime that it's not being talked about more in that space. And like just I know in my head I was like, all right, most stories people say comedy comes in threes. After the third story, I was like, I'm good. Like, let's see. I could at that time. I was like, I'm ready to go to bed. It's almost 1 a.m. Like, I'm good off this. Can we be done? Then we get to like, it's like 1999 New Year's Eve. I'm like, fuck me, bro. Like, another one. And that's when I was like, absolutely dialed. Like, I was like, thank God, like they made another one. Like, he had this sauce. He made this. Like when he sets the camera down. And it speeds up through like the early morning.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then they pick it back up and they chase the teenagers out to the boat, and the boat takes off. I'm like, oh my God, what did we just witness? I'm like, this is crazy. Like,
How big is the set that they're just wandering around? It's like downtown of a city, and they're just going in and out of doors and stuff.
Yep.
It's crazy.
In a year when I believe Wicked is nominated for going to be nominated for Best Cinematography. This is the world we live in.
Hey,
That's
man.
insane.
Or editing. That's what got me in the very beginning when she's tunneling into his dreams.
Yeah.
I was like, this is some crazy, crazy stuff.
With some sick candle melting.
Yeah.
Real sick candle melting, some
Yeah.
crazy lighting stuff going from black and white to color. And when the sound comes out, I was like, whoo.
Yeah.
Like you could breathe again with the sound coming rushing in.
And just like obviously that last story with the blocking for a very long take, but also that first like scene with the blocking where they're going through like she's going through the basement kind of, and they're going through all these different sets and everything. I'm like, oh my god, like she had to. They had to line up this perfect circle with the camera at one point. I don't know if you remember the shot I'm talking about. But they had the blocking there between the camera and the actress, and just in general, like
It was unbelievable.
incredible. Yeah,
I genuinely
I've never
don't
seen
know
anything
how they
like
pulled
it.
it off.
No,
And
No
not only
idea.
just like being like, oh, like technically like maybe they, some rig kind of thing. It just looked incredible, and there were so many different like color, you know what I mean, like color schemes, and you know what I mean. It wasn't even like what was it, the red at first, and they went and then it like went to this like green, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right.
no, that was a goodie.
Yeah. I think, what are we watching next here?
Brian,
Well,
Ryan?
it's time, people, to go to the Bone Temple.
We were just there.
Yeah, we're going.
just there.
So the sequel to 28 Years Later is coming out. Well, I'm going tomorrow. Fuck yeah, hell yeah.
We're going tomorrow
so
as
are we,
well.
yeah. Everyone in frame right now, if Eric scoots up. There we go. Everyone in
Yeah.
frame is going to see Bone Temple tomorrow.
They shot in sequence with the first one. Danny Boyle talked about like how like amazing he thought the script that Garland wrote. The reviews that are coming in are really good, and I even hear people being like, even if you didn't like the first one, which I don't know why you wouldn't, like, you'll probably like this one a lot more. So I am stoked. It'd be nice to see Nia DaCosta get a win. So yeah, I'm amped.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's going to be a lot to talk about. Plus, there's going to probably be some type of like, you know what I mean, like unfinished ending, because there is going to be a third one whenever that's going to be.
Yep.
So yeah,
Should be interesting.
that's the next movie.
All right. Well, I wonder how that movie is going to do at the box office, Eric.
That's a good segue. That's a great segue, Micah.
Look at me.
Let's get back to talking a little box office and movie news for the first time in 2026, guys.
Oh damn.
Obviously, I'm not going to go through like a weekly box office over the time. I just want to talk about some of the big winners from the holiday season. But for 2025 in general, IMAX set a record year at the global box office. They earned over $1.28 billion off their IMAX screens this last year. So I'll be curious in 2026 if they're able to. Looking at the IMAX slate, I think they have some big winners in there like Mandalorian and Grogu.
If Dune moves to November and then they got Doomsday in December,
Yeah,
they'll rake in the dough.
we're still watching out for that. So
They got
I was
it.
joking about Mandalorian and Grogu, by the way.
It's
But
gonna be sick.
anyway, let's look at Avatar: Fire and Ash. Great film. We all loved it. Earned so far through, I think we're 4 weeks in, 1.323 billion globally. 4 straight weeks topping the domestic chart. Unfortunately, final projections right now have it grossing in the range of 1.5 to 1.6. That's not unfortunately. That's still fantastic.
Pretty good.
Nothing international re-release in a year or two can't fix.
Yeah, but there was a time,
By the way.
we're obviously comparing it to Way of Water, seeing it was tracking just behind it for a little while, and it's not going to reach the 2.3 I think that Way of Water sits at.
That's surprising, honestly.
But, hopefully this is enough to greenlight a fourth one. Zootopia 2, 1.65 billion. That's the
God
highest grossing
damn.
Disney animated film of all time.
Sheesh.
Wow.
That beat
see.
Frozen.
I did my part.
That beat.
Like-
wait.
yeah.
It beat Frozen. Damn.
Yeah.
That's
or
crazy.
discounting the raw sexual chemistry between the fox and that rabbit.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I need to see it too.
It's a date night movie. Just kidding.
And then Marty Supreme, 80 million globally, which seems crazy to just say like 80 million compared to the other two numbers I just listed. But that's pretty good for A24 right now. Obviously, big win. Just surpassed One Battle After Another at the domestic box office with 70 million. and it's aiming to be A24's first film to pass 100 million domestically.
It's
That
had
would be a
fewer
stretch.
screens than one battle after another.
Eric, you forgot
No
the
IMAX.
smash hit Anaconda, dude. Why
They
isn't that
got
on the
over
list?
100 mil, I think.
I think they were hoping for a lot more than that.
I did my part.
I cannot believe you saw that shit.
Watching reluctantly. I don't know. man.
Watching
It
reluctantly.
was- But do you think Leonardo DiCaprio feels like Lightning McQueen in the third Cars movie, and Timothy Chalamet's the blimp car? And he's just like, am I getting passed up?
Yeah.
He is, man.
It's like, what's it? We all respect you, but it's time to move on, old timer. Just drive it
Yeah.
out the lane. I never saw Cars 3.
What? Come on, man. In other
That's
news,
fine, because two's the best one. All right, move on.
Dude, that's crazy. Anybody want to talk about Paramount and Warner Brothers? We're still talking about this, guys.
Micah?
Speaking of not giving up, never surrendering, Paramount, just keep trying, Paramount. I'm rooting for you because I'm rooting against Netflix.
Right.
All right, is that we good? Moving on.
Yeah, I mean, they really just Warner Brothers just rejected Paramount's 8th attempt to buy it, and because of that, Paramount's suing them. So, well, they're suing Warner Brothers.
They're like,
so.
let me see your books. How much money
Yeah.
you got? Let's go band for band. Because ain't
Yes.
no way.
Just the battle to make, the 5 companies 4 companies. It's really exciting stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Let's move on from that.
Yeah, depressing.
Speaking of Avatar,
Moving on, something Paramount can't do.
I can take this. Zoe Saldana is officially the highest grossing actor of all time, following the box office success of Avatar Fire and Ash. Officially passing Scarlett Johansson, which is funny because I feel like I just heard the announcement that she was the highest grossing.
That was
And
you
last
are
year.
correct. You are
Yeah.
Life
correct.
comes at you fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at the top 10 list, and it's a lot of the names you would expect. Robert Downey Jr., people like of
People
that
in-
nature. But I was going to say, of the top 10, there's only 2 that aren't in the MCU. Do you guys
2?
have any? There's 2
I thought it was just one.
Sam Worthington.
Oh, in the MCU.
in the MCU.
I was like, I did a little bit
There-
extra. I was like, no
it's not
comic
Sam
book movies.
Worthington.
I just realized Zoe Saldana was in MCU
Micah
and
knows.
Avatar.
Micah knows
Wait,
one
wait.
of them.
Micah, what's one?
It's that. Well, one of them, the one that I threw out because I didn't count it, was The Rock, because he is
Oh, yeah.
he's in his movie didn't do too well, but he is in a superhero movie. With
Yeah.
this remaining name.
Is this a male or female?
It's the man.
Too much. Okay.
It's the man.
It's a man.
Can I have any form of hint?
No.
Let's just say he's our greatest living actor.
Oh God. I feel like
That's Micah's take.
Tom Hanks. I don't
Oh,
know.
gross.
I'm thinking about money. I'm thinking about money, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, man.
Plays music. Doo, 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 doo. I don't know. It's something like that.
It's that boy, Tom Cruise. This could be his year, man. If depending on how he performs in Digger, so we'll see.
I mean, Zoe Saldana has 4 movies that give her or 5 movies that give her over what 7 billion or 6 billion.
3
Yeah,
Avatars, 2
Two Avengers. Then I'm not even including the Guardians ones.
Yeah.
That's gonna be.
I
tough
think
to
there's a
top.
movie we're all forgetting.
Star Trek.
Nope.
Um,
Came out last year.
that she was in.
What she's probably most known for. I'm being cheeky.
Oh,
I'm
Amelia
being
Perez.
facetious.
I was like,
you
I
can-
thought.
yeah,
Amelia.
Colombiana?
Hey man, she got that. What did Scarlett Johansson win her Oscar for?
Marriage Story? Or no, was it JoJo?
Oh.
It was one or the other.
No, she got double nominated that year. She didn't win.
I think it was Marriage Story. No, it wasn't.
I don't think she's
Nope.
won.
Has she won one?
I don't think she's won.
I thought she had. Strange. Okay, well,
Am I tripping?
we could.
But
Anyway,
good for Zoe. I mean, that's crazy. That's insane.
but speaking of Scarlett Johansson,
It's great. That's a great transition.
I was gonna say.
Joining Scarlett Johansson in the Batman 2 will be Sebastian Stan, who apparently is joining as Harvey Dent. So, I mean, this thing just keeps getting more and more star-studded. Like, I don't even know. Like, this is wild. I have no idea what story they're telling.
Right, because there was like the theories about the Court of Owls I heard at one point, and people talked about different things. I don't know. It's gonna be good. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's obnoxious how long it's taking, but like, whatever. Nolan put out fucking 3 of these bitches in 7 years.
I don't even think Greg Fraser is doing cinematography for.
He's not, because he's on the
he's not even doing either. Oh, that's right. He's
on the Beatles one for some reason.
I mean, the Beatles thing is taking years to film. So
yeah, I just saw Paul Mescal saying the Beatles movies are his entire 2026.
Yeah,
like, that's what he's doing for 2026.
Yeah,
crazy.
I did see that at one point. Not to bring back Stranger Things again, but during the press tour, they had Gaten, the guy that plays Dustin.
Maturzo.
Yeah,
Maturzo.
it was like they were like, so, try call someone on your phone. He's like, oh, I'm gonna call Joseph Quinn. He calls him. He's like, what's up? He's like, I'm on set. He's like, oh, you playing the drums? He's like, yeah, or not the drums. He's on set. So
yeah.
They've been on set for a minute, and they're gonna be there the rest of the year. It's gonna be an experience. Like, we'll be talking about it for a while.
Yeah. Do you think Joe Quinn was like being like, "Have fun in hell, suckers"?
I mean, he got
in and out.
Never looked back. He is so up. It's insane.
Yeah, that guy just skyrocketed. But good for Sebastian Stan, man. I mean, like, I'm curious to all the actors that have done both MCU. I mean, this isn't like DCU, but like, he's still doing his MCU bit. So like,
this is like a different role. It's not like Harvey Dent's like.
Yeah. But this is like,
from just the bottom half is the Winter Soldier to the vertical half is Harvey Dent. See, it's different. Yeah. It's different.
Apparently, like people. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, I was just saying. People are like saying about like the Aaron Eckhart's Harvey Dent, who I love. They're like, it's not comic accurate. And I guess like Sebastian Stan fits the mold for comic accurate Harvey Dent. I don't know.
I don't really care for the comic accuracy, but this is cool. I'm curious who Scarlett Johansson is gonna play. Like, I don't know. And obviously, who's the main villain?
I think they're doing The Long Halloween, which they did an animated movie of.
Wasn't The Long Halloween Dark Knight? Wasn't that what the Dark Knight was loosely based off?
No, it involves like the crime families and stuff like that. So that's what they built up probably the most, probably even more than Batman, is those crime families. So I think she's playing someone involved with that. Cool. Should be interesting.
We have like no details, so it's really hard to speculate.
Bring back. We know Zoe Kravitz isn't going to be there, but bring back Kristen Milioti.
Oh yeah,
bring her back.
Maybe.
Hell yeah.
She might be in Arkham, so who knows?
Speaking of prisons and crime,
there we go.
There we go. What do you want me to? You want me to say?
I pointed for someone to talk about.
I pointed at the camera.
Michelle Williams sentenced to star in Damien Chazelle's upcoming prison film. Will star alongside Daniel Craig and Cillian Murphy. That's exciting. Chazelle's out of director jail. They finally forgave him for Babylon.
For Babylon. Yeah. And now Babylon and First Man. Let's not forget about First Man. But I think
Babylon was just too expensive. That's why they really got pissed.
Yeah. That's cool though. I think Michelle Williams just got a Golden Globe. I think I just saw. For some
TV.
show for TV.
She's great. I like her.
We like Michelle.
Speaking of sex, I think it was for a show about sex. Dying for Sex. That was the show. Dying for
I was
Sex.
reading the next one, and I was like,
what? I was like, that's what I thought too. I'm like, okay, let him finish.
Let him get up.
If I'm as fast as those heated Rivalry guys, this won't take long.
And before we get into the most exciting thing to talk about, which is award season, I'm gonna get on my Star Wars soapbox really quick. Finally, Kathleen Kennedy, she gone. She's out. She should be out here in the next couple days. They're announcing that she will probably be stepping down as president of Lucasfilm. With the exit, Dave Filoni and Lin-Wen Brennan are tipped to co-run the company. Filoni will do the creative development, and Brennan will oversee executive duties. So,
does this excite you, Ricky?
I'm excited that Kathleen's gone. She came in 2012, botched the sequels, and there hasn't been a movie since until Mandalorian Grogu this year.
Here's what I'll say. Kathleen Kennedy movies, botched it. Dave Filoni is on an absolute shit streak with the shows, and Kathleen Kennedy was the behind Andor. So tip of the hat.
Tip of the hat to that.
In TV shows, I'm just saying, like after the Ahsoka show, I just don't know if Dave Filoni is his. He did his shit with the Clone Wars and Rebels, but I'm just like, I just don't think he's as great as everyone thinks he is.
I do think this is a sign we are still not moving beyond the Skywalkers. They will be digging them up.
Oh yeah,
forever. I think that's what this is about.
They will never top Andor. They just came around and made like one of the greatest shows in Star Wars, 2 seasons and dipped, and then they're gonna be like, all right, who wants more Grogu?
Yeah. No.
What's the next show queued up? Like, what's the next
Here comes
show?
the Starfighter. Come on, Grogu.
Well, speaking of Starfighter, that's the next movie coming out after Mandalorian and Grogu. And on the set for Star Wars Starfighter, Tom Cruise paid a little visit. He came and showed up, and he apparently got behind the camera and filmed one of the lightsaber duels that's in the movie.
He saw Sean Levy for 2 seconds. He's like, give me the goddamn camera.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I didn't watch the Stranger Things documentary, not to bring that up again, but the clips were enough. I've seen enough.
yeah.
No. It's all still part of Conformity Gate. Why would they I'm kidding. They greenlit a documentary that I can't tell if like you know what I mean. Like it's so bad, it's incredible.
It's
anyway,
like a mega doc thing where I don't think they were involved with the documentary, so it's like you don't get to choose how you were portrayed, but you know.
I think it's one of those things where like the idea was if the finale was received well, it would show like, wow, like I can't believe they pulled it off. But what it is like, I fucking knew it, you dumb fucks. You blew it. And we'll move on from Stranger Things.
It's bleak.
That's
yeah,
right.
like we said, it's bleak.
Let's go from something that's going to get no awards to talking strictly about awards.
I'll have you know, Caleb McLaughlin is nominated for a NAACP Image Movie Award thing, but
Valid.
that's one.
Good for him.
Maybe. I don't know. He is good in it. Anyway.
Yeah.
In our absence, we did have Critics' Choice in the Golden Globes. Not going to go over the whole thing, but big takeaways. Wagner Moura, he is getting an Oscar nomination and maybe a win. He's honestly probably Timothée Chalamet's biggest competition here because he picked up actor in a drama in the Golden Globes. Damn it! I just saw Eric update.
I just saw the same thing. I was interrupting you. Dude, I was literally about to be like, no way, bro.
I was like, damn it. Anyway, we'll get there. Amy Madigan probably is going to get an Oscar nomination. Maybe a win. That's fun. Because she won at Critics' Choice, and then Teyana Taylor won at the Golden Globes. So now we've got ourselves a fun little race. Who's going to win? I'd be happy with either. Both.
Yep.
Like, you know, nice people talk about category fraud. These are 2 women that showed up, and in limited screen time, you were thinking about them the whole movie, maybe on the ride home. Next
Somebody
day.
pulled receipts about the screen time because people were talking about Teyana Taylor, and they pulled like a bunch of other like Oscar winners with less screen time than she had. So it's like it's not that crazy.
Anne Hathaway.
She's really in like what the first 30, maybe.
Yeah. It's her movie, the first 30, and then. So I'm on her train. Other people, I know. Obviously, Jessie Buckley. It's kind of her category to lose at this point for lead actress.
Well, it's between her and
Rose
Byrne.
Yeah.
Who I'd be happy with either, but you know, because of I would have liked to see them in a head-to-head because I don't know if either of these are comedies or musicals, but that's fine. Someone had to go in the other category so everyone can win.
Right.
Speaking of winning, though, Timothy going back-to-back Critics' Choice Golden Globes. I think. I mean, he really. We'll see. But Wagner Moura is in the water, so don't be surprised if
He's
in
there.
March.
Yeah. We still
it goes
have
crazy.
We still have the formerly SAG, now Actors Awards.
Yeah. I'm gonna be dead naming that like Twitter.
Yeah. And then do they vote for actors and the Directors Guild also? The DGAs?
They do not.
They
do
don't?
not.
Okay.
No,
So that's
I think
just
they do like picture
and
then
screenplays?
really just director. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Gotcha.
fun.
But one battle after another. The movie to beat. It's winning like everything.
Yeah. Sinners,
We're gonna
I
say,
see in
Brian?
here is kind of...
It's
kinda
Well,
like-
yeah, they gave it like the Barbie, the Wicked Award, where they're like cinematic achievement. I think that's a nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Tough. They'll win score. It's a shame about K-pop Demon Hunters because I really like. Last time I see the sun,
or I lied to you, yeah,
or I lied to you. Any of those.
Yeah. But Golden's probably gonna win.
It's not even a race.
That's kind of the problem though, where it's like as much as I love Sinners, like I expected, you know what I mean, it not to win like Best Picture that, but like this is a musical movie, like the score and everything, like and the score might win, but you know what I mean, like those two original songs that are great. And I'm like, I'm sorry, you're gonna look me right in the fucking eye and tell me that like Golden is like the best original song for a movie? It's a fucking K-pop song that happens to be in a movie. I feel like these.
I mean, you haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters.
I have.
It is like,
I have seen.
You have
K-pop.
seen it. Also, it's It is the big emotional.
I didn't like
beat
the movie.
of the movie. That's fine. That's fine. I will say, endlessly catchy song. I think every voter has like been hearing it because their kids like K-pop Demon Hunters again. You know, no one's child is going. Play the song from Sinners, Mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I might have been.
It's a weird adult.
In your
like, who are you?
Last year, I'm just glad, like, last year I had to explain to multiple people when they were like, how is Wicked not winning original song? That's crazy. I'm like, guys, because it's not original. It's not an original fucking song. And I'm happy this year I don't have to deal with that.
Well, they did write 2 terrible original songs.
No, I was saying, like, but remember, Grande and Revo performed last year at the Oscars, all like the songs that people are like, you're telling me that song's better than Defying Gravity? I'm like, well, no, it's not an original. Like,
yeah. I mean, that's something to look forward to, I guess. Huh? Oh, I think we'll get live performances.
I'm saying, do you think those two will perform again?
I think, honestly, I think only Ariana gets nominated. So I think she will. Yeah. They might have them both come out just to do it. To do, what's the big last song? Because I Knew You.
For Good.
They might do For Good, maybe. But they're not, like, desperate for songs that are performable like last year. Yeah. Like, no one wanted to see the Amelia Perez rap.
Zoe Saldana.
Or any of the other shit that was nominated. You know what I mean? And I don't know if they could do it again.
They're going to do something
to be honest with you.
They're going to do
something with Golden. Because, like, you know, the woman who wrote the music is also the one that sings, so like they can do it. They've been doing it. Miles Canton can do it. Has been doing it. Ariana Grande can do it.
Miles Canton go up there,
and then like whoever they throw
that seems like a no-brainer to me.
The fifth spot to, if they double up on Wicked or they double up on Sinners, or if they do Train Dreams, or if I'm gonna whisper the name the woman who shall not be named is dying. It's another fucking nomination for a documentary.
I think it would be absolutely criminal if you were the Academy, where like you want to put some Wicked songs, do it, but like if you don't have Miles Canton come up and perform, I lied to.
He's been performing anywhere they'll let him.
He was was it Hers, one of Hers background singers?
As a child.
This guy, like, you know what I mean? Like this guy, he's in a movie that's getting a lot of award buzz, but like the dude is a singer. Like that's his thing. Yeah. Put him on the fucking stage.
I think everyone this year can do it. You know, if they throw like a sad one to Miley Cyrus or something, or I don't know the artist who does Train Dreams, and when they played it a little bit during like the clip reel for the songs, that was like it'd be a guy in a guitar, but that's fine. You know, bit of a downer.
I think it was just during the credits, man. Like I didn't really.
Is it really?
I don't recall a song. I love that movie. I don't like recall like something where I'm like,
that's a double up on Sinners. Then, in my opinion, if I think about what I want to see, there's
not a ton of original songs from movies in a given year, depending on the year. This year happened to have the Wickeds and the Sinners. Sometimes they're like, and now you know this song from some movie you've never heard of, and it played in the credits. Like,
or the weird Bond tribute starring Doja Cat.
In a year with no
Bond.
Bond.
Who was the other girl? It was the three of them.
They didn't even bring. They could have had Adele and Billy go sing their songs, and they brought Doja Cat.
They don't have the money. They don't have the money.
Yeah, that's valid.
It makes
sense. Like $1 billion.
Just throw Adele. Spend all your money on just Adele. Like that's cool.
We've been spoiled by some of these. We've been spoiled by certain Bond songs because I'm almost done with the marathon, and like, oh my god, some of them are fucking god awful. Michelle.
Oh, sorry.
Michelle Madonna. I think Madonna. I'm sorry. I was thinking Madonna. I think had the worst one.
Different blonde white woman. Yeah.
For No Time to Die. Yeah, it was rough. Anyway.
Tough. Oh, okay. I would say, this is way premature, but I like Ray a lot, the musical artist, or Olivia Dean.
Oh, you're saying like who's going to sing the next one?
Yeah, both
Olivia
British,
Dean would be
kind of jazzy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me that.
They feel like they
different vibe.
alternate girl, boy,
Yeah.
girl. So is it? They've been doing an
'Cause
alternate
they
girl,
did Sam
boy,
Smith, right?
and then it was Billie
Asterisks.
Eilish. Then it was Billie Eilish. What do you mean asterisk?
They, them. That's strike
They,
one.
them. Okay, I apologize. I did not know their pronouns. Like, come on.
You're cooked.
Pump
You're
the
cooked.
hate brakes, Micah.
You're cooked.
You can say that you can.
Strike three.
If I don't know. I just feel like because I feel like they've been doing boy girl. So I just feel like it's a good chance it's probably a male artist is my guess, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope not. But name a British male artist.
Central C.
Billie Eilish.
You know
was
what? You know what
British.
they might do?
Dave.
Call up Pell Mescal.
Call up the Beatles. Call up the Beatles.
Make them do it.
That would
They
be
are.
great.
They already had a Beatle do one of the songs.
Oh, Elton John, Paul.
No, Paul McCartney did "Live and Let Die." That's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
No,
he's
there's 20.
around.
There's 26. There's 25 of them, Micah. There are good ones, but there's a lot of crap.
I know. But if you wanted to let him run it back, I mean, good track. Well, he's 1 for 1.
I think the Weeknd should do one.
So what's coming up next in the awards race to get us back
The
on
awards
track?
race.
Do we have the
Way to ask the
Is
question.
it-
I don't know. We've got not that it really
think-
matters. There's Indie Spirits. That's always fun. We've got SAG.
still SAG?
We've
Actors
got,
Award, which is actors. Do we care
yeah,
about
the
the
act-
BAFTAs? Do we care about
Yeah,
the BAFTAs?
yeah, the BAFTAs, because the voting body is more international. Honestly, the one you should discount, even though we've been counting it in the tail end of this podcast, is the Golden Globes, because they're just kind of a weird, kind of
Yeah.
like, who do we think? Also, there's like this whole joke that they vote alphabetically, and that's how they'll just be like, so every now you see like a weird nomination, you're like, Odessa Zion? Don't hate it. This is the first place she's really gotten
Check.
a nomination,
Yeah.
right at the top with an A. So you're just like, okay.
I think the problem with a lot of these,
Odessa
like not just people who like watch these awards who don't watch movies. It's like, or like even some of the voters we found out with like the Academy is that like it sort of like that. I don't know if you remember that tweet one day where it's like person who's only ever seen Boss Baby watches another movie. It's giving real Boss Baby vibes where it's like somebody will like only see Wicked and then they'll see the nominee list and then be like, how could Ariana not win? But they have no idea. You know what I mean? They didn't see.
Don't
any other
interact with them. Don't interact.
These people are out there. They're walking amongst us.
I know. That's like most people. We're the sickos.
Yeah,
We're
I was
the
gonna
weird
say. I
ones.
was like, I said that the other day where someone's like,
Well,
"Well,
sure, the weirdos.
it's popular." I'm like, the general population are fucking morons. There's no accounting for taste. Look at the
Hey.
Netflix top 10 on a given day.
Yeah. It's
K-pop
valid.
Demon Hunters. They're gonna get that one right. All
They
the
are gonna
kids. Hopefully, they award that first, so all the kids can go to bed. But
Yeah.
open the show with Golden. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Get it out.
They're going-
Yeah,
are they
that's all
going-
the way in
are
March?
they going back-
So if you're just wondering what's next, everything. But
Yeah.
the Oscars are
Yeah.
in March.
Oh man. You think they're gonna go with a popular animated film this year after that Flow nonsense beating the Wild Robot last year?
I don't
was
even know
looking
what's
at
up there.
some of
Is
the-
Utopia? Like,
No,
is it just...
well, it'll probably be in the Oscar 5.
yeah.
I'm trying to think if there was
I think
another
they were
great
nominated.
animated.
There were some other ones that looked really cool. I think I was seeing on Twitter like the studios will just be like, "Hey, we're coming to IMAX for one night only," and that's how I found out about Resurrection. So I was just like, oh, "Okay, like that's I don't know what this is, but one night only." You know, artificial scarcity. You got me.
I'm scrolling back to see if I watched like an animated film besides like K-pop and I haven't seen Zootopia 2.
I didn't last year.
Because
not in
usually there's like
theaters.
one. Usually there's like one that you like clock right. Like last year was
Yeah.
like the Wild
Wild
Robot's the
Robot.
contender. Like Pixar is just like kind of dumping these movies to stream. You know what I mean? They're kind of like
Yeah, that's there. It's all messed up over there. We got Hoppers coming out though. That looks like something. Hoppers, the Beaver movie.
does it? It probably will fall
not
above.
tracking.
It will fall above the Secret Life of Pets median. My split.
line, yeah.
The line.
Honestly, it looks like open season, but with a
does look-
fake. The beaver's a person instead of being, you know, the animals have to fight to take back the forest. All about that all the time. Speaking of Brendan Fraser, he was in one of those as the bad guy. That was fun.
Open season.
No, not an open season, but he was in one of those like the
Mummy.
animals fight to take over the forest, to take back the forest.
Wait, I remember that movie. What was that called?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? And like he
Yes,
was trying
I can
to like
picture it in my
develop
head.
it for real estate, and he was the bad guy. And the animals can talk, and they do like pranks and hijinks. They home alone the neighborhood to get them out. Essentially,
I don't remember that movie
with the
at
help
all.
of some pesky, precocious children.
Wait, speaking of Brendan Fraser, whenever Warner Bros. Gets bought, does that mean we can see that Batgirl film directed by those dudes who did the last two Bad Boys?
Absolutely not.
Brendan Fraser is the bad guy. Like, after seeing Bad Boys 3 and 4, I'm like, okay, there's no way this movie was worth just burying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it had to be good. Even Brendan Fraser came out and went like, yeah, I don't really get why. I thought it was awesome.
Speaking of getting buried, Eric has buried us in our movie
Brian,
fantasy
are you
league.
pulling my chain, Brian?
No, that's my point score, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on, things just got a little bit messy.
I did it right, and I was hoping one of you would notice it.
Wow. All right.
I
So,
finally got my first. Go ahead,
how many
Marcus.
points you get, Eric?
I got 2,436
This
points.
is bullshit. We'll have no idea if I was winning the last, 3 weeks.
Tough. Shout out the secret agent for getting me over 2K, but boo Eric for having more than me. So I had 2,157. What'd you get, Brian?
I got 2,105.
All right, and Eric's got his first. What happened to our win totals? Where'd those go?
It's right next to it. It's next to your name.
Oh,
So
I'm blind. I was just looking at Eric.
I got a 1. I got a 1, and it's all thanks. I think my strategy is starting to pay off thanks to
Of Avatar
Thanks.
Zootopia stack.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Avatar's Zootopia stack, and then Marty and the Secret Agent.
When does this end?
Are
March.
March.
Because of the Oscars.
I stacked my fall, and it was glorious, and now
I
I was
need
wooking ass.
Yeah, it's a different kind of
Yeah.
fall, isn't it?
I need
Brian?
Marty and the Secret Agent to keep.
I want
Popping
files
off.
of the last few weeks. I want to email.
I guess they are. They email it out. I guess we could.
Oh, no,
do it,
yeah.
But
Yeah, we
whatever.
could go backwards.
we'll take the time to do that some other time. But coming up next week, we've got our favorites and least favorites of our movies of the week. We've got our most anticipated of 2026. And we've got
We're getting
28
boned.
years
Probably got-
later, the
getting
Bone
boned.
Pencil. All right.
Getting
See you
boned.
there. Peace out.
Peace out.